Good evening. Nothing is expected of you here. Just listen. Lately, people keep asking me the same question. Master, how would Zen view AI? It's a good question, because it forces me to think about what Zen actually cares about. Zen has never been especially concerned with what a thing is. It's far more concerned with the state of your mind when you encounter that thing. Let me tell you a story. Some of you may already know part of the story of the Sixth Patriarch Huineng. When the Fifth Patriarch Huineng was preparing to pass on the robe and bowl that symbolized Dharma transmission, he asked his disciples to each compose a verse expressing their understanding. His senior disciple, Shenshu, the most learned among them, wrote, "The body is the Bodhi tree, the mind a mirror bright. At all times polish it diligently, let no dust alight." The meaning: the body and mind are like a mirror, and one must wipe it clean every day, never letting dust settle. It was a fine verse. Many nodded in approval. But Huineng, an illiterate monk who worked pounding rice in the kitchen, heard it and had someone write down a different verse on his behalf. Bodhi originally has no tree, the bright mirror has no stand either. Fundamentally, not one thing exists. Where could dust ever land? He was saying, there was never any tree, never any mirror stand to begin with. It was empty from the start. So where exactly would dust have anywhere to land? Upon reading this, the Fifth Patriarch passed the robe and bowl to Huineng that very night. 1,300 years later, this story turns out to be strangely useful for thinking about AI. Shenshu's approach actually resembles how we tend to treat AI today. Constantly polishing this mirror, tuning parameters, cleaning data, adding guardrails, running alignment training, trying to keep it as clean, as accurate, as error-free as possible. This is a serious, responsible attitude, and it deserves respect. But Huineng's verse raises a more fundamental question. What exactly is this mirror to begin with? AI at its core is an extraordinarily precise mirror. Whatever you feed into it gets reflected back, processed, recombined, and presented anew. It has no dust of its own, because it has no mind in the first place, no desire, no attachment, no position it's trying to defend. In a sense, it's an extreme case of fundamentally, not one thing exists. But here's the catch. What gets reflected in this mirror is us. Decades of accumulated human text, bias, wisdom, cruelty, and tenderness, all mixed together and reflected back at us. So if Zen were to truly look at AI, I don't think it would bother debating whether AI has spirit or whether it's capable of awakening. Instead, Zen would turn the question back on you. Where is your mind while you're using it? Are you treating it like a vending machine for answers? Asking and taking, never pausing to consider whether the question itself was even worth asking? Are you choosing to talk to it because it's endlessly patient never gets angry, always agrees with you, instead of facing the real, imperfect people around you who might push back, who might make you uncomfortable, but who actually exist? Are you, bit by bit, handing over your own judgment to something that has no body, has never faced death, and has never once wept? None of these questions are really about AI. They're about your own mind. When Huineng said fundamentally not one thing exists, he wasn't telling people to give up and do nothing. He was reminding us, don't cling even to the idea of keeping the mirror clean, because the entire framework of mirror and dust might itself be a mistaken premise. The same applies to AI. What truly matters isn't how intelligent or accurate it is, but whether you manage to keep hold of your own clear mind throughout the process. Tools have always been changing, from the abacus to the printing press to AI today. Zen has never opposed tools. It only reminds you of one thing. Don't let the tools see for you, think for you, or feel this world for you. If this space brings you clarity, you are welcome to return. Rest well. Let today end where it belongs. Palms together.